What's up, Buddha? Yep, doing well.
Deja vu in this place. Reminds me of that mission in Damascus when we rescued those
I have a new neighbor who's relatively new sheriff's officer to giving you shit about your weed.
More like the time I had to save your sorry ass from that redneck mob storming DC.
Those missions felt like we were fighting.
Was worried your status and the fact that you have a guard.
It's never been worth fighting for.
So what's it all about for you then?
Just trying to live another day. Boss, we're barely holding on.
It sounds like I chose a good day to wake up then.
How are you doing, Buddha? Yeah, we're gonna have to kill some. We were getting a little low on the health there. Here we go. He tried, got shut down. Good.
Jacob, I'm seeing a lot of dead people. They look like they've been sauteed.
Shit. Be careful.
Fucking twat. Doing all right, thank you. Just woke up about an hour ago. Yeah, I woke up about an hour ago, but we've been live for a little over 3 now.
Jacob, I've reached the solar tower. I'm going in.
What are you seeing in there?
Some kind of weird electrical
Flash this fast and you flashed your card.
Means you're getting close. This altar, did I not mention? He's a goddamn electro freak.
You mean he lights up light bulbs?
More like flash frying everything for a mile.
2-hour
Look,
intros.
I know you've always been able to handle yourself, but this son of a bitch is on a whole other level.
As of recently, so am I.
I'm telling. Yeah. So we all had to sit down where I pulled up my card and told him next time and walked out.
Seth.
I need to start my stream intro. Play ads if I'm not awake in an hour.
I've left 100 men trying.
Not a bad idea, actually.
You still got a war to win.
Not sure anyone's winning.
I'd probably set up a macro to just
but there's something even more important
run an ad, like
Come see me
one
in my
ends.
bunker.
Just run ads for an hour. Live in a converted condo complex. We own our unit. And he has no right to tell you what to do on your own property. Even if
They're saying the hound's got one.
I'm baffled by that.
I find some semblance of...
Hey, man. Why can't we
I don't believe you.
I kind of understand if like he has an issue with the smell, but get the fuck over it. Like I have a neighbor who seems to smoke weed constantly. In my apartment frequently smells of weed, which I don't like, but it's legal. There's no recourse. You get the fuck over it.
See what
was about
This is Mr. Chang,
gang. He's trying to take out all the
or the guy that got killed there. Not the guy on his knees there.
Good to see you again.
Hey, Shira. I got
The
some
little
business in
old
house
man there.
territory. What can you tell me about their leader, this guy Barker?
He fights dirty.
He's got the good
Plays
stuff.
on the innocent. his men are loyal because
Back with
they're terrified
coffee.
of him.
And you let this guy run
Enjoy.
things inside your walls?
He's too well fortified at the bottom.
Rabbles not
You smoke outside.
bullets?
Yeah, some neighbors smoke outside, and then you can smell it a little bit, but it dissipates pretty quickly. The ones I'm referring to, they smoke indoors, and like it seeps through everything and lingers forever. Yeah, we're a little close to the space bar, I know. We're a little quick on the draw. At least that's what my wife tells me. I vape my weed, zero smell. Hard disagree. I've been around people who vape weed. You can't smell it. You're just so used to it, you don't smell it. Granted, the smell of vape weed is not as strong, but you can smell it. Doesn't linger as much either. Still smells like weed. Whoops. Regardless of what I'm smelling, smells like weed. Yeah, so am I. I've been around people doing the oil cartridges and regular. Yeah.
What? We're
It does have an odor to it.
Alter, bring me that bastard's head.
To a non-smoker, I mean, yeah, that's. I mean, you really
time
think?
I settle up with this captain. Hope he hasn't forgotten me.
I mean, a smoker isn't really going to give a shit about the smell.
I remember that voice.
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's not as strong as Bud. But it still has an odor. It still smells like weed. See, I hate the smell of weed. I'd rather do edibles.
Thought I'd have a harder time getting back through. Captain should be holed up somewhere in here.
Can't stand the smell, and that's part of the reason I vape it. Fair.
Wait! Stop!
Drive by a marijuana growing facility every night and
Outriders
almost
always
gag.
pay what's
Ooh.
owed. That soldier will want to see his head for herself.
I don't know if I'd want to be near one of those. It all smells like flattened skunk on the highway to me. Yep, same here.
Not you. Hey, you did a good. You're nothing like any other altered I know of.
It all smells skunky to me.
Outrider I've heard of either.
Like, my friends can be like, this is the best shit in the world. It still smells like skunk weed to me.
Shira, I'm looking at the epicenter of the explosion. This is where the collapse started.
And the odor of a skunk gives me a migraine. So if it's especially skunky weed, it's gonna give me a migraine. Weird because cannabis can help with migraines. Not this guy. Come on. Little hider. Come on, you chunky boys. Couldn't tell the different terpenes until I vaped it. Skunk taste smell just overpowers everything, yeah. The herb that tastes like soap, cilantro. Yeah. Yep. Hurry up and kill me. You can't even hit me. Yep. I'm not a fan of cilantro myself. Though I don't think it tastes like soap to me. I just don't like the taste of it in general. Now that I can function. everyone? Speaking of cilantro and Mexican food, Fridays, me and my wife kind of have a tradition of like ordering Mexican food. It's usually something, hey, another legendary, another migraine. We have a tradition of ordering Mexican food on Fridays. But it's usually something like Taco Bell or something. Although there's a local burrito place we started ordering from. Oh, this past Friday, we ordered from a authentic Mexican restaurant. And I ordered a burrito. That thing was ginormous. I could barely finish it, and that's saying something. That thing was this big, no joke. She's like, it'll only last me one day. I'm a big believer of clearing my plate. That's why I'm fat. I haven't had empanadas in forever. Like since I left Georgia. Usually eat half and eat the rest at night when I'm gaming. I typically don't eat breakfast, and I typically don't eat during the stream. Like if I get really hungry, I may have to grab a snack or something. Which means I usually pig out once I end the stream. Because I'm usually starving by that point. One place in Chicago that had $5 burritos that were a pound each. Jesus. I love breakfast foods, but I just don't eat when I first wake up. It's a better migraine at least. A lot of loot on that one. Yep, I'm the same way, Blood. I have what's known as dumping syndrome, which is a very accurate description of what it is. If I eat something, I'm going to be dumping it very quickly. Bounced off his head. What, the dumping syndrome anomaly? Or just feeling like you're carrying a bag of rocks in your gut? See, for me, I'd wake up and have a bad stomach problem and wouldn't want to eat for like the first 4 hours or so, but I've changed my diet and also found I was lactose intolerant like 4 years and I haven't had stomach problems since. The dumping. Have you ever had your gallbladder removed, Anomaly? Only when you do takeout. Let's see where we at on inventory space. You got room. In full though. Nope. Okay. See, for me, it was a byproduct of having my gallbladder removed. Doctor told me that 20% of people who have, or 80% of people who have their gallbladder removed have dumping syndrome for the first few years, 2 or 3 years. And 20% of those people have it for the rest of their lives. That's which one I fall under. Yeah, most restaurants do cook shit. You go for the cheap option. Yeah, I'm not much of a cook. Mostly liquid diet. Ooh. I don't know if I could do that.
Thanks again for getting the guy who killed poor Mr. Chang.
Oh.
Baby food and insure.
I find some
Down 19 pounds. Nice. Congrats. Like, are you doing it for weight loss or
God help you.
other issues?
I'm gone. Who the fuck is gonna hold this place together? God help you all when I'm gone. Who the fuck is gonna hold this place together? What are you standing there for? Keep moving! Only the dead get the day off. What are you standing there for? Keep moving! Only the dead get the day off.
Shut up, Shira.
God help you all when I'm gone. Who the fuck is gonna hold this place together?
No, no talking to friends. You speak to chat. Chat is your only friend now. If I eat too much, it's instant nausea, so I just try to eat easy to digest stuff. Okay.
Interesting.
Ain't nothing free. They're saying the house. Form a line. Anyone without a
I find some semblance of
See, I just eat what I want,
Outrider, be careful
how I
out
want,
there.
and I just deal with the consequences.
See what I can
I
do.
just deal with the pain.
Shira, I still got about 30 years
not
of
smart.
questions to catch up
Here,
on.
Captain
If
Ryder's
you make
there.
it back in one piece,
But, yeah.
come and ask me. But I don't promise I'll have all the answers.
Meanwhile, I had 3 slices of deep dish pizza. Pizza.
Okay, boss. You see a big tower? That's where you need to get. The old solar tower.
Wish I could just do a test of what I
But it's
can
a
and
mess
can't
out
have.
there.
Blood work and
Everything's
ultrasound didn't
upside
tell you
down.
anything.
Yeah, I noticed. Don't worry, I'm carving my way through it.
I don't know. I'm not as young as you probably think I am. I'm in my 40s, dude. Ouch. '80s. I was born in 1980. I'll be 41 this year. Extremist good luck. First time watching 30 seconds in, I get a Lego drop. A lot of people report that. That's why I joke about how I pass off my good luck to other people, and that's why I very rarely get legendaries. Although I've gotten 2 tonight. Actually, my parents were very anti-drug, so yeah, they weren't smokers. Father smoked cigarettes though, which is probably why I smoked cigarettes. You have asthma. Finally leveled your pyro, and definitely see why people complain about it in the demo. Yeah, I mean it can feel underwhelming. You have to spend a lot of time like working on your build, and even then you have to be more careful than other classes. But it's a lot of fun. But if you mess up, you will pay for it.
Major deja vu in this place. Reminds me of that mission in Damascus when we rescued those diplomats.
Well, it's not that they had to nerf him for the demo. They nerfed him in general.
More like the time I had to save your sorry ass from that redneck mob
because
those missions,
Pyro was too overpowered in the end game.
It's never been worth fighting for.
So what's it all about for you then?
Just trying to live another day. Boss, we're barely holding on.
It sounds like I chose a good day to wake up then.
Yep.
Yakum.
Have fun, Anomaly.
I'm seeing a lot of dead people. They look like they've been...
He's not nerfed into the ground.
Shit. Be careful.
Yakum.
Everything that I do on all these other characters, I can do on my Pyro.
Some kind of weird electrical sparks flying everywhere.
Means you're getting close.
Yeah, it's a more challenging play style. I mean, the Pyro is an AoE god,
More like
even in the demo.
everything for a mile. Look, I know you've always been able to handle yourself, but this son of a bitch is on a whole other level.
As of recently, so am I.
But on single target, it's a little less effective. Okay, a lot less effective, but still. This boss fight is the only time I have trouble on my pyro. It just takes longer. It's not even just in group content. I mean, just mid to late game, the pyro's gonna shine.
You've had
I can't believe it. Outrider, what you just did. I've lost 100 men trying.
Don't thank me yet. You still got a war to win.
Not sure anyone's winning this goddamn war. But there's something even more important you might be able to do. Come see me in my bunker.
Yeah, we haven't seen any classes full potential, so.
Good to see you again.
You heard? Won't give you rations I deserve.
11 days till full release. Or a little less than 11. 11 or 10 and some hours, I think.
I know you.
It's the lead.
I want to hear the moment our search parties turn up.
11-ish. Yeah, exactly.
Won't give you rations I deserve. I swear.
I mean, it's been pretty even what people across the board, what people are going to be playing. It's a pretty good mix.
Come at the time.
Thanks again for getting the guy who killed me.
Please, I haven't eaten for
Hey, Shira. I got some business in Hound's territory. What can you tell me about their leader?
We can
this guy
preload on the
Barker?
29th. That is what I wanted to hear. Thank God.
His men are
Thank you for that,
loyal.
Buddha.
They're terrified of him.
And you let this guy run things inside your walls?
He's too well fortified at the bottom of the...
Oh yeah, there's enough content here to keep me busy for hundreds of hours.
The Hound's hideout. Barker will be down here somewhere.
I mean, I've put a couple hundred hours in just the demo, so.
Attention, you are being followed. Shall I dispatch the welcoming rounds?
Joe Cool. Thank you for the follow. Not much, man. Just semi-patiently waiting for release.
Attention, we are being followed. Shall I dispatch the welcoming rounds?
Yeah, the Airy Master is a fun shoddy. I have it on my pyro. Borderlands flak. Borderlands 3 flak. Thank you for the follow. I'm guessing you didn't like Borderlands? Now, what they said is
Attention,
if the
we are being followed. Shall I dispatch the fucking drones?
if the game is well received, they will make more content down the road. Bit of insomnia. I can relate to that. I have the hardest time falling asleep and staying asleep, especially here lately. It does have matchmaking, but it's like peer-to-peer, so it's based on the host's connection. There's not like dedicated servers for it.
Alter.
What?
Just a fuck.
We're
Alter. Give that captain
Yep, cheapest way to do it online, and I wish they went a different way because it's usually not the best experience.
I'm a settle up with
Attention, we are being followed.
But
Shall I
Hina
dispatch the
and
welcome
CT,
drones?
I'm assuming that's Clone Trooper 6644. Ooh, paying too much attention to chat. And then you get sniped.
I remember that voice.
I'm hoping it's a lot better. I'm not going to get my hopes up though. Getting your hopes up is how you set yourself up for disappointment.
Thought I'd have a harder time getting back through.
Saw an article this morning. They're considering battle pass approach. Feels a bit like a sneak peek, snake speak in their use of the phrase "no microtransactions." Do you have the link to that article? Because I would like to see it myself. But what I'm assuming it would be like you get games, a season pass in games. Like you get the season pass, you get all the DLCs, whereas instead of having to buy the DLCs each. But I would definitely like to see that article.
Wait.
It was a YouTuber. Well, then I don't trust the source.
Outriders
YouTubers
always
are
pay
probably
its
the
own.
most clickbaity
That
and
soldier will
inaccurate
wanna
source
see
of
his head for
information,
himself.
period.
Not enough. Hey, you did a good. Yeah.
Shira, I'm looking at the epicenter of the explosion. This is where the collapse started.
Let's
I
see.
doubt McCain
What is
survived
this?
this.
I don't need your doubts. I need him alive.
Oh. People can fly, not thinking about Outriders, microtransactions, and battle pass. Wants to go old school. This was written 3 weeks ago. There are no microtransactions within Outriders. What was the choice to decide to go that way versus maybe putting in a battle pass or something similar. Well, I will say we decided to go the old school approach where we were just doing the game and giving it to the players, not thinking about microtransactions, game passes, and things like that. At some point, it was easy for us just to think about our game that way, just delivering the whole product. We're calling that the old school approach. We're aware that most games right now approach that differently, but we believe players will like that approach. Of course, it doesn't close us for the option of future just to add content, but not like a microtransaction or game passes, more like the bigger components that can come if players will be interested. Want to go deeper into our world, play in that world. We love what we have created, and Enoch is the world we want to build and add additional elements for that, but not as a form of microtransactions or game passes. It's just a different mindset when we think about this game. We got another article here. I mean, this straight up says that they're not going to do microtransaction. Of course, it doesn't close us for the option to add a battle pass or similar content, but not like microtransactions. It'd be more like the bigger components that can help players who want to go deeper into our world play in that world. But until then, we'll have what we have created, and that is enough. Do we want to build on our world and mechanics? Sure, but not in the form of microtransactions. Yeah. They're very anti-microtransactions. Yeah, Lisa, after you and several people came in yesterday asking about the matchmaking bug, they are aware of it. Went on their Discord, and apparently it's a common issue, so I suspect they're working on it. Yeah, Buddha, and that's another reason I hope this game is wildly successful, so more companies follow this lead. Because I know we are all sick to death of the season passes and the microtransactions. Just give us a full game, for fuck's sake. Kill me. Oh, I'm loving Outriders, and I'm somewhat patiently just waiting for release. Very eager though. Most AAA games nowadays are literally like half a full game. Yep. I think that's another reason I never got into Destiny, because I just didn't want to shill out that much money to play a full game. 6 hours trying, worked fine at demo launch, kept getting worse, and now won't join at all. Till we both updated the last patch, now nothing. Yeah. Like I said, they know about it, so I expect a patch in the next day or two to fix it. Maybe won't even be a patch, maybe it'll just be something on their back end. Pushing me around. Sure hope so. This is a good game with lots to do on release. I can deal with other small bugs. Yeah. I mean, we've got 11 days until release. I can guarantee you it'll be fixed by then. I would be shocked if it was not fixed very quickly. But as always, if you find an issue, always report it through their Discord or Twitter or something along those lines. Reddit. I enjoyed Fallout 76 and everyone abandoned the game. Jesus Christ. Kill me.
Attention, we are being followed. Shall I dispatch the welcoming rounds?
Fallout 77. FO77, thank you for the follow. See, I kind of liked Fallout 76, but it got ridiculous when they were like trying to offer premium, like a premium like service for Fallout 76. See, I can find enjoyment in a game even if the game has problems. People are still losing Legos. See, I had no issue with the graphics on Cyberpunk, but I was playing on a good gaming PC. My issue with Cyberpunk was how they did last-gen console people dirty. I even like the story. Whoa, someone likes something you don't like? God forbid. That's impossible. Yep, people like to shit on Cyberpunk. It's the easy, low-hanging fruit to shit on. In some regards, they deserved the hate they got for what they did to last-gen console owners. But other than that, a lot of it's blown out of proportion. I had a lot of fun with it. I mean, every game has lots of bugs. Beat Cyberpunk once, but I don't think I can do it again. I'll do it again once they patch more things, and like I saw that they came out with the 1.2 patch, which addresses the driving and the police behavior. And I do want to see them do some DLC. I mean, Witcher 3 was a hot mess when it came out. Yeah, waiting for some DLC, exactly. I would have been fine waiting 2 more years.
Attention, we shall
for
be
Cyberpunk.
followed. Shall I dispatch the welcome?
The real
drones?
maestro. Thank you for the follow. I would have been fine waiting even longer for Cyberpunk. Like, I'm of the opinion, like as long as you need to get the game where you want it to be. But their management and executives decided otherwise. That's what you guys got to realize. Like, it's not in the devs' hands always. Like, when a game, no, the dev did not get greedy. The executives and investors forced the hand.